guys, welcome back to the Omaha Places podcast. We're your hosts. My name is Cahner, and I'm the founder of Omaha Places and 402 Social.
And my name is Delaney. I'm the digital content coordinator for Omaha Places.
And we are still in our makeshift studio at Herbe Sports Bar, but it's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's
got
a cool vibe about it.
Yeah, I almost feel like more official here, I think, than...
Honestly, I'm kind of feeling that. Yeah. It's just more fun and interesting.
Yeah. All right, where have you been this week?
I went to Midwest Pickleball Club.
Fun.
And while I work at a pickleball place, I have never played an actual game of pickleball.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. So when I went to Midwest Pickleball Club, which opened in March, and it's off 156th and Schramm, kind of south of Chalco. So a little ways out there if you're like in central Omaha, but it was definitely worth it. But yeah, I had finally played my first games of pickleball.
Okay, and how did you like it?
And honestly, like I think coming from like tennis background, it's weird, really weird. So you can't win any points off of receiving. Like you can only win points when you score.
Okay.
And so like say I go to serve and I lose my serve, then my partner on my side serves. And those are the only points we can make off of those two serves. So if like someone else gets a good run, your game could be over really fast.
Huh. Okay.
Interesting. It's a different game. I understand the popularity because it definitely is fun and like there's not as much ground to cover in terms of like the court size.
Right.
And it's a light, I don't know. Yeah. But definitely still prefer tennis.
Okay.
But I did enjoy my game of pickleball and would recommend Midwest Pickleball Club.
That's not far from Smash Park then, is it? Because Smash Park is also near... Actually, I
definitely
guess
more south.
Yeah, okay.
Smash Park is close to where we are right now.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
So definitely more south. And then you kind of, like the way that Google Maps took me was like this winding road. It felt like I was going through a bunch of industrial, big corporation areas. And then it was like tucked back there.
Is it a pretty big place?
Huge facility. And it's just one floor. I thought maybe like it'd be more like Chicken and Pickle in Kansas City. Yeah. Which there's supposed to be one here. And I think it's supposed to open soon.
Sometime this year, yeah.
Yeah, near Tranquility Park is where I thought I heard that, but that'll be exciting. But this huge place, and then they have coffee, like a full coffee bar. Okay. And then they have like a little cocktail bar.
Cool.
So either or, morning, evening, fits the vibe.
Wow, so many pickleball places.
Yes, and they have leagues, open play, different ranges of leagues. Super cool spot. Okay. And it's run by two families. So.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Okay. Doesn't want to support that.
Love that.
Where have you been?
Okay, so I went to Herbe Sainte for brunch. That's kind of like my go-to brunch spot, which I don't think I've ever really said on the podcast, but living in Exarban, it's just like really good food. But we went there for Mother's Day specifically. They didn't have like a special Mother's Day brunch happening. My mom just also really likes Herbe Sainte, and they just like never disappoint. I don't know what it is. I also just really like Cajun food, I think it's called. But yeah, I got the, what was it, lobster, I should have written this down. Never mind.
Something good lobster.
Anytime you need to remember the name of something, you forget. And then when you don't need to remember the name, you remember. Never mind. It was good though. I recommend. Also, great patio. If you guys are still looking for patios, great people watching, good location. Yeah.
I've only done there a few times, and I think I've only done it in the evening, so I need to try their brunch.
Yeah. And since Mother's Day was on a Sunday, actually, is it always on a Sunday? Okay.
It's okay.
Because it was on a Sunday, the farmer's market was also in Exarban. And so we had actually accidentally gotten to Herbe Sainte an hour before they opened because I was dumb and didn't look up the time. And so then we went and walked around the farmer's market for an hour and then went and had brunch. So it was a nice little Exarban morning.
Mm-hmm. I also went to Moxy Hotel downtown. They're super dog friendly, so I actually got to take Melrose, my dog, for the shoot and kind of like, I don't know if I've ever used a dog model before for anything, but it made it difficult, I will say.
Really?
Because she's still a puppy and I have her like decently trained, I guess, to follow my commands, but she's just, I don't know if she's used to being downtown and like all the noises. Yeah. So at one point we were inside and she ran out and the doors are automatic. I was like, oh my gosh, I about lost my dog because she got scared. But yeah, the video should be coming out today. So it'll have been out for a week by the time everyone sees this. But yeah, it was fun. Different experience, but yeah, they are super dog friendly. The hotel focuses on like the playfulness, so it's not like it is under the Marriott umbrella, but it's not as stuffy or like businessy like a lot of other hotels are. It's got a bunch of different layouts. So say you're going to a hotel with your friend, that there are 2 beds that like face each other. And so you could just sit up in bed and just like chit chat like that.
Oh, fun.
They have one room that has like a queen size bed and then a bunk bed. So like say like a couple and their child goes, stuff like that. So very interesting layout, super fun. And then they have a bunch of games downstairs because they want you to build community in that space, even if you're just staying for a little while. So
cool. And they have a bar in their lobby too,
yes,
right?
and it's open to the public.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That I feel like hotel bars are really nice to just go for like a change of pace from like your normal local bars.
Yeah. And they want you to grab a drink as soon as you walk in. They'll give you your little drink tokens.
Cool.
And then they'll handle your bags and everything.
So if you're staying at the hotel, you get a free drink.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Love that.
Yes.
Fun.
I think 2 drink tokens.
Okay.
So
cool.
Yeah. Great spot for a little staycation or if you're traveling to Omaha.
Good stuff. Okay, I got to check out Pivot Prime, which I think might be open by the time this comes out. They're not really announcing the exact opening date just because sometimes things get like pushed back. Right. But this is the new restaurant that is going into the old Charleston's building off like 137th and Dodge. So that it's like a little like corporate work area too, but those restaurants are always really good in there. And so yeah, Pivot Prime, brand new. It's going to be the same chef and the same owners as Salted Edge out in Waterloo. I always get Waterloo and Wahoo confused.
Yeah.
And I love Salted Edge. Like the chef out there is amazing. So, you're going to have some good food. And I was there. So the interior designers of Pivot Prime are one of our agency clients. So 402 Social is our agency. So I was there filming behind the scenes for them. They were like doing installs and like photographing the finished product and the finished design. And it's going to be it is a really beautiful restaurant. They have like a chef's tasting table or like a event table that's right off of the kitchen. So, and like the wine cellar is right behind it. Cool. So it's going to be like kind of a fun, they'll do like interactive events and stuff with the chef there. And then they have a lot of like private rooms, and then some of them are more geared towards like meetings and stuff. So they'll have like screens that come down if you need to like project stuff on a TV, or just you're maybe not doing like an actual work meeting, but it's just with your colleagues and you guys need a private room, stuff like that. So, and then they have their like main dining room as well. So just a really thought out space that's not only going to be beautiful, but also have amazing food. So you guys should all go check it out because I'm so excited to like actually try the food now that I've seen the interior of it.
I actually used to work in that corporate area, so that's
really?
Super cool. But also, do you know if B. Morton designed other restaurants?
They designed Salted Edge as well.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, so it's not the exact same design as Salted Edge, but if you know that both restaurants have been designed by the same firm, then you can kind of see the parallels. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Mm-hmm. See, I didn't even know they worked in restaurants until you went to Pivot Prime. So
yeah, they mainly do residential stuff, but they're trying to grow their commercial clients. So hopefully they'll be doing more restaurants in the future, or not even restaurants, like any other type of stuff. Yeah. So
no, they do a great job.
Stuff, yeah.
And then the last spot, we both went to Stir for the first time.
Yep, Stir Cove.
Not the coffee.
Yeah, not the coffee shop. We have both been to the coffee shop, but yeah, we went to Stir Cove over in Council Bluffs. We are going to be doing a fun multi-concerts partnership with them this summer, which is so exciting because neither one of us had been there before, right?
No.
Yeah, and they haven't started their concert season yet. It's starting at the end of this month, right?
It starts, the last weekend of May.
Yeah. So. But it's obviously a much different vibe when you're there like for a concert and there's tons of people there versus we got to go and see it completely empty, and we were meeting with like the marketing team at Harrah's and Stir Cove, and so we got to see also Guy Ferrari's restaurant completely empty. I just like love seeing things when they're not packed because then we'll also get to go back and like see it when it's all vibey and people are excited and there's somebody playing.
It'll be fun. They have a range from country concerts to, I don't know if you call Mike like hip hop.
No
I don't know. To rock, like Foreigner, Tesla are coming.
Simple Plan, Old Dominion.
Yeah, 303 is going to be there.
That's what I'm excited about.
But no, it'll be a good summer. So definitely check out their lineup and see what they've got going on. And we'll be at 5 of their shows.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah.
And you can pick, like they have multiple different viewing areas, I guess. So there's obviously like general admission if you just want to be like down in the grass, or you can sit up on the restaurant. I don't even know.
It's a deck. I would call it a deck or something. It's like super high up, and you would be able to like people watch. That'd be a good people watching spot and see the concert. Or they have like their little patio, which is outside of Guy Ferrari's restaurant. So
like on the other side. And the great views of downtown Omaha too, because you're just right on the other side of the river. So just good vibes all around. I'm really excited to go to the show.
It'll be fun.
All right, shall we move into follower questions?
Yes.
All right, somebody asked business dinner appropriate restaurants, which was kind of perfect timing because Pivot Prime, like I just mentioned, is kind of a perfect place for business dinners when that opens. Memoir is another one. Monarch, which is inside Hotel Deco. Gather in the Old Market. All of these places also have like private rooms, so even like if you want to sit in the general dining room, it would still be business appropriate, but if you needed some privacy, they do have private rooms. Saffron Indian Kitchen in Exarban if you're in the mood for some Indian food. Salted Edge in West Omaha. Udalali. I actually don't know if Udalali has a private
I don't know. I don't think they do.
Section, but it's like just like a nice restaurant.
They actually might. I think they have like a little back patio or something.
Okay.
But maybe that's the only extra space.
Yeah. But that's located in Dundee. The Committee Chop House inside the Cottonwood Hotel would be a great one. Le Bouillon, which is in the Old Market, and they have French cuisine. And then Canara, if you, again, want more Indian, that's in Regency.
And then I would also add Nick's Quorum Bar and Supper Club. They do also have a private room, and I believe that's inside the Hilton. Downtown. So
cool. Yeah, lots of options.
Someone asked, and this is a good question, why do we charge to post? They thought all of our content was organic.
This person seemed a little shocked to find out that we
are a business.
Yeah, that we're a business. But we thought it would be a good time to talk about it because we're all about transparency. And Omaha Places is a really big operation behind the scenes. And I think that anybody who works in the social media industry can probably attest to the fact that a lot of work, it takes a lot of work to post as many times that we do. And I think for people who don't work in social media, it's very easy to think like, oh, you just post. But like, no, all of our, like Delaney has to schedule a filming time with every single business that we post about and then go in, like drive there, film, converse with the owners, get information, take notes on the place that she goes. And then those notes go to a copywriter who, Maddie, who was on the podcast a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
She writes the caption. So, I mean, just right there's 2 people that are collaborating on a post. And then once Delaney edits the video, uploads them to our Google Drive, uploads a draft of stuff to our software. And then I go do a voiceover and I review Maddie's caption and give edits. So like it's going through multiple people, multiple revisions sometimes. And that takes sometimes like up to a week to produce.
Honestly.
And that's for one post.
That's just for business features as well. That doesn't even account for like events that that's part of like half of Omaha Places is
Yeah.
events.
Yep.
So we sometimes go to the events like we're going to for Stir. That's 5 days during the weekend.
Yeah.
That we're going to that, probably on top of other events like Jazz on the Green and things that we want to showcase for you so that you can enjoy everything Omaha has to offer.
Yeah.
But I also thought this would be a good time for you to like explain how Omaha Places became a business and when was it that you decided you wanted to create that?
Okay, that's a good question. So,
Because it was organic in the beginning, just you going to places.
I don't think I charged anything for a post until probably 7 or 8 months after I had originally started the account. So I was just doing it like as a hobby, just doing it for fun. And I had previously worked in the social media industry, so I definitely knew it had the potential to become a business and that I could start charging for posts. But again, I just kind of like, I don't know, I wanted to do it for fun, and I just moved back to Omaha, so I was kind of re-exploring the city, and it had changed a lot in the almost 10 years since I had previously lived there. So I had started it in July and was genuinely just posting about places that I went to. Like, I was living back at my childhood home at the time, so mostly like out in West Omaha, and like Zen Coffee had opened up right by my mom's house, and so it was just fun to kind of like go see all these new local spots that had opened. And then it wasn't until I think December that we had our first like viral post. So I was posting on Instagram and on TikTok, and then I think it was like La Colona or something like that, or it might have been a date night spot, just kind of like blew up our TikTok, which then pushed followers to Instagram as well. And it was after that that businesses started reaching out to us first, saying like, hey, you should come in. So this has always been my perspective, that if a business is reaching out to us, wanting us to come in, they see the value in what we're doing, and they see that not only is like the owner as a person finding fun things to do from our account, but they can probably see that their customers are also finding fun things to do from their account. They see the impact. So that to me is a valid reason for us to say, hey, like, yes, we would love to come in, but we have to charge for our time because it takes a lot of time, and we have a lot of expertise in social media and have worked at this point for years to like develop our craft, to get better at what we do, figure out how we can serve small businesses better. So that is kind of the point. Once we had a couple videos go viral, that I decided, okay, I'm going to put together a media kit. We're going to start charging for posts. We don't charge for every single thing we do. We do still do quite a bit of unsponsored stuff. It just kind of depends on
how busy we are, how many people are responsive. So like when I go about like finding people to do an unsponsored post, normally it's people who are new to Omaha, and I reach out to them via DM, and they sometimes will respond right then and there and be like, we'd love to have you, you know, to trade you some food or drinks or whatever it is. And other times like I'll get to the email stage, which is right after that, and then they'll drop me. So then I have to reach out to a whole group of new people, and it's just like giving people the opportunity that they wouldn't normally have, or maybe they don't have the money to buy a post at that time, but will in the future. So just to get the word out about them and do something that they wouldn't be able to do based on their social media alone.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, regardless of if we're charging a business money or not, our primary goal is to just spread awareness about local businesses and local events that are happening. And every single business post that you see, somebody from our team, most likely Delaney, has actually gone to that business. We're not just like blindly posting about businesses. And I will say I have turned businesses down in the past, even when they wanted to pay us. So just a little tea. Just a little tea there. Well, no, we're not even giving the tea, but that just goes to show that like we do genuinely want to post about businesses that we believe in. I mean, there's very few businesses locally owned that we don't believe in. And even most of the events, our producer's laughing. Even a lot of the events like we do go to, we both go to the farmers market almost every weekend. We're going to concerts. We go to stuff at the zoo, and like we go because we genuinely love going as well.
Very rarely will I promote something where I've never been to, just because like what if it's not the correct vibe, or like what if it's maybe like a sketchy place that I don't want people who are coming to Omaha for the first time to like see.
Yeah.
You know, so I always make sure that I've been there so that I know it's like a good spot for visitors from Omaha or in Omaha to visit.
Yeah. And when we were redoing our website, I feel like this is kind of a good tie-in. So for our event calendar specifically, we talked a lot about, okay, what is going to set Omaha Places event calendar apart from anybody else who has an event calendar of
just
stuff
even
going
Facebook events, like what
Yeah.
sets us from something that anybody can just post on any
Yeah.
event, even like a child's birthday.
Yeah.
You know?
People do put their birthday parties on Facebook
I don't think they understand that it's public.
But the thing that we kept coming back to is like everything on Omaha Places is vetted by us. It has like, we kept coming back to the phrase a cool factor. And we do understand that what might be cool to us could be, you know, something else could be cool to somebody else, not in our like demographic or age range or whatever. But we think everything that we post about is cool. And if we don't think it's cool, if we think it's really lame, it's not going to be on our event calendar. It's not going to be on our Instagram or TikTok or anything like that.
And we love the invitation. We love when businesses reach out to us and want to invite us out. We love it when you guys share with us your favorite places so that maybe we can check it out in the future. We keep a list.
We do.
A running list of all of these things. So.
Yep. All right. The next question that I pulled was, this was a direct quote. Somebody said, the best brewery, parentheses, you will be judged if you get it wrong. So my first note was scary, haha. I will say I'm not like a huge brewery person, so I also don't feel qualified to answer this question.
Me either. I'm not a big beer drinker at all.
Okay. Are you going to have an answer to this question?
I do have an answer because I've been there recently and I like that food's next door, because I feel like a lot of breweries don't always have like good full food. Sometimes they have like snack food, but
that could be now I'm seeing yours. Yeah, I agree with you. That could be a critique of mine. So I said Kincaidor. I feel like that's just the one that I've been to the most.
And
I
Snow
like
Beast
the vibe.
is so good.
Yeah.
Like that, I've actually tried that. And it's popular amongst the bar crowd.
Okay.
So Snow Beast, Kincaidor Snow Beast is top for the winter.
Yeah. I feel like I'm going more on like the vibe of a place, maybe not the actual beer, but that's just me. They have a location in Exarban. They have a lot of events there too. They'll do like trivia, bingo, stuff like that. They have live music every once in a while. They have a patio. So I like it in there. But which one did you put?
I chose Scriptown, and not just because it's popular in the Blackstone district. No, I chose it because it does have a nice patio. Well, kind of. And then I guess basically like the door is open. Love that. Then you can kind of people watch. And then it's right next to Lazy Buffalo Barbecue. And who doesn't love to like go get barbecue and have a beer?
They're like connected to each other.
Yes. Like through this little aisle. So you can go between both spaces, because Lazy Buffalo is kind of like a takeout joint. But yeah, that's my favorite.
And Scriptown has a lot of fun events. Like they are very big on like community and bringing people into the community. They have Scriptown Run Club every Thursday. They have a lot of like, they'll bring animals into their like backyard. Like they had like Goat Fest or something, and it was a celebration of some sort of beer that they were tapping. I don't know what the correct terminology is.
Yeah, Goat Fest was interesting to promote, because I was like, all right, I love it. I love it. What a great idea.
So they have fun stuff. I actually know the family who owns Scriptown.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And
daughter who's our
they
age.
had a really popular beer called Nice Buns, and it's got the Wonder Bread like vibe on it. It was really cute. We got a lot of compliments because we carried it at Blue Sky for a little bit. So yeah, I promote these brews, but I don't drink them. I'm like, you let me know how it is.
That's fair.
I'd love to hear. But yeah, I guess when you're judging a brewery, it really just depends on if you're a connoisseur or not, and we are not. So if you're going to judge us harshly, just know that.
Okay, actually, if you're the person who asked this question, will you DM us what the correct answer is?
Yes.
But be nice about it, please.
Yes.
Don't
and we
judge us
also
too
have
hard.
a whole list of breweries that we just posted not too long ago on Instagram and our blog, of course.
I actually was going to say this because I was kind of chuckling at myself last night when I was writing all these notes. So the question about dinner appropriate restaurants. All I did was go to our own website and filter dinner spots and then like write down
and
places.
Match the vibe.
Yeah. And so I just think it's funny when we use our own website because, I mean, we do off the top of our head know tons of places, but it's impossible to like keep every place straight and you forget about places and whatever. So, and I use our event calendar all the time. I'm like, what is happening in Omaha this weekend? I don't remember. Let me go look at our newsletter.
And honestly, I think this weekend we didn't get a whole lot of events. It's just like a slow weekend for some reason. Because I was struggling so hard putting events in the event calendar for this particular weekend. And maybe it'll come up in a week and we'll have plenty more. But
well, I wonder if because I bet Memorial Day weekend is going to be absolutely packed. So nobody wants to have events like the couple weekends before because then.
Well, this is Memorial Day weekend though.
Oh.
Because it's the 25th this year.
But if you were so you were working a week ahead?
Yes.
Oh, that's strange.
No, it was strange. So there's live music going on. I guess we'll get to that here in a second.
Okay, yeah. Well, we're getting hard of ourselves. You have one more question.
Yes. What can I do here that's cheap? So because we get this question all the time, I try to think of the most free spots that I could possibly come up with at this time. So visit the Joslyn Art Museum. It reopened last spring, and it's free. You can roller skate at the riverfront for free. There's so many F words right there. For $5 if you rent them, for free if you bring your own skates. Strength Saturdays has started back up at Village Point if you're looking for a free workout class. The next one is June 7th at 10 a.m., so I think they'll do one every month. And then also on top of that, they're having free concerts throughout the summer once a month. The next one will be June 5th. You can visit Kaneko Art Museum. They are free until the end of the year at least. And then the Bemis Center downtown is also free. You can check out the Omaha Farmers Market, which we love, every Saturday downtown, and then every Sunday in Exarban, and then Benson First Fridays. I love Benson. So you can check out free music. They have tons of free art galleries and a market down there. Let me know if you have extra free spots.
Well, this I wrote down for one of the events this weekend, but every Saturday at the riverfront, Lotus House of Yoga does a free yoga class.
And I love.
So that's at 10 a.m. every Saturday.
And I'll also be sharing one of those. That'll be happening monthly, not weekly, but yeah, let's just get into the events, I guess.
Okay, so this is going to be events happening the weekend of May 22nd to the 25th. And we always post our What's Happening in Omaha this weekend video and newsletter. Both of those go out on Thursday mornings. But if you guys want even more events, check out the event calendar on our website. It's omahaplaces.com/event, not events. Just one event.
One event.
I noticed that when I pulled the link this morning to post a story, and I was like, that's kind of funny. So anyways, okay, yeah, like I said, yoga at the riverfront is happening Saturday, May 24th at 10 a.m. It's free, and you can also do it every Saturday for the rest of the summer. Also, I love Lotus, so you know it's going to be a good yoga class, and I think it might be taught by MC, who's the owner of Lotus. So like, wow. She's a vibe. I love her.
Yes. Also happening is the Exchange at Sunny's on May 24th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. There will be over 20 vendors there, live music, and free pizza. And how can you turn down free pizza?
From Tiny's.
I love Tiny's. It's one of my favorite pizza joints. So
wait, I want to go.
I always get the hot girl because I am a hot girl.
That has like hot honey on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
and pepperoni.
So good. It's
anything
so
with
messy,
hot honey
but
and
it's delicious.
Yeah. What else did you have?
You
got distracted by the free pizza.
Yeah. Okay, Dundee Hundy. So I don't know if we've talked about this at all, but this is Dundee Theater's like 50th anniversary or something like that. So they're doing a year-long film festival. So once a month, they're showing a movie from like a whole different decade. So this month they're showing The Red Shoes, which is from the 1940s. I had never heard of this movie. Mm-hmm. But if you're a movie like aficionado or just like seeing old movies or anything, this would be a really fun event for you to check out. So they're showing this Saturday, May 24th at 7 p.m. You do need tickets, but I did not look up how much tickets
It's
are.
okay. They can check out our website.
Yeah.
Also, they do have some of the tapes, right? The film tapes. And
like
they're in
the old
different
school
sizes. So I think they're also showcasing like what that even looks like.
Oh,
it's not
cool.
in like a digital format. It's like old tapes with the different sizes. I don't know.
Ooh.
But that probably adds a whole different layer if you're a film snob
Yeah.
and big into that. So
Cool.
super cool. Another film streams event. This is super cool. They're having film streams on the green, and this is Memorial Day, the 26th. But I thought I'd shout it out because it's a free outdoor movie happening monthly from May through October. So you can go on the 26th at 8 p.m. for a free movie, and it's at Builders Green in the Builders District. And I know when the college series comes to town, they're going to do A League of Their Own. I'm most excited for that. And then in October, I think they're doing a spooky movie. So it'll be a fun thing that's new that I haven't.
Okay, I feel like we need to like pause here. This is happening in the Builders District. This is the first event I've ever seen in the Builders District. So I feel like we have to talk about that now.
Okay.
Because I don't know if people know what the Builders District is.
I didn't. I'm going to be totally frank.
Okay, so the Builders District is downtown. It's like just south of Millwork Commons, so on the other side of Cummings Street. If you guys know where the Kiewit headquarters is, it's like Creighton is down there, and then Millwork, and then there's the ballpark, and then there's just kind of like some weird like empty lots, kind of like where Julia M. Illustrates used to be. So that area, that is being completely redeveloped, and I don't know if they're the only people redeveloping it, but Noddle is the people who manage the Inner Rail, and Sunny's and like a lot of Exarban are the people who are doing the Builders District. So that's also how I know about it.
Okay.
So like they have a couple people there already. Like I know Fly Fitness is a newer studio that's there. I really liked their cycling classes if you guys like cycling. And then like a bunch more vendors or retail is going to be opening up there. I know that they're looking for a coffee shop right now. So it's going to be a kind of an up and coming area. And then they're not doing like an exact imitation of Sunny's down there, but it's going to be something similar where it's like an outdoor bar.
Space.
Yeah. But it's also going to be part of the hotel. So I feel like when it's like it just automatically is going to have a bit of a different vibe since it's part of the hotel. But so yeah, that's the Builders District, very up and coming area. There's going to be a lot of development there in the next few years. Yep. So this is really exciting that they're having events there now. I did not know that.
Well, this is the first event I've seen. They're partnering with Creighton, obviously, and Film Streams to put it on. So
do you remember
every month.
What movie is happening this month?
One I did not know the name of. But yeah, go to our website. I list them all. Like it'll be film streams on the green, and then the showing of each show will change per event. So
cool.
Yes,
very
sorry,
exciting.
guys.
Wait, I want to go to this. This is on Memorial Day. Okay.
Yes.
Fun.
It'll be a fun Memorial Day activity for sure.
Are you in town for Memorial Day?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I never am for like Memorial Day or 4th of July.
Are you going down to the lake?
Always, yeah.
Okay. Very fun.
Yep, it will be fun. But it would be nice to like be in Omaha for the fireworks at some point.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it for this week.
Yep.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Omaha Places podcast. We'll see you next week.